Hi, this is Chaz Palminteri, and if you're thinking about getting your eyes done, the only person to see is Dr. Rothman of LASIK of Nevada. I flew all the way from New York to be here, and Dr. Rothman did my eyes. And all I could say is, it's a miracle. I could see. You see Dr. Rothman of LASIK of Nevada.
From the Strip in fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada, this is Pub Crawl, where each week we struggle to recall our adventures in and around Las Vegas, giving a unique perspective on the best places to tear it up in the entertainment capital of the world. Now, without further ado, here are your hosts, Alicia and David Ivey.
Hey there, and welcome to Pub Crawl, the best source of Vegas-y drinky goodness. I'm Alicia.
You did that so well. I'm David. We're rock tonight. Look how rock you are.
I'm
You're
not
all rock.
I'm wearing my awesome
Jack Daniels shirt that you've had for...
since I was a little child.
Because you know you give...
running around in my Jack Daniels
I was going to say,
shirt.
because you give children Jack Daniels shirts.
My parents gave me the shirt.
And now you're on Pub Crawl. That's a direct line. Check this out. Live studio audience.
Hey guys! Welcome to the live chat room.
Chat room. I always point over there because the chat room is over there.
Over
See?
there.
Well, in hyperspace. It's hyperspace.
All around us.
Yes. Email if you want to get a hold of us. pubcrawl@vegasvideonetwork.com. That is pubcrawl@vegasvideonetwork.com.
There you go.
Twitter.
Hey, Twitter. We also got that toll-free listener line.
Oh, you're right. What is it? Oh, wait. I'll know what it is.
Are you asking me?
866-966-4599.
Oh, very
It's written
good.
right there. It's not. Twitter. We're the LV Locals. The network is Vegas Video Network. Something happened on Twitter the other day I thought was pretty good. I lost my password. And then it turned out I didn't. I had the wrong email address. And then, because I had an old Twitter account, and I couldn't log on to LV Locals, because I didn't know what email I used to do LV Locals. I'm like, well, it only could be one of the four. It was a real big rigmarole. But I'm back on.
So what was good about that?
Well, nothing good. Well, it's good now because I know what email address I use. Because I use my phone.
All right, well, hey.
You don't have to log in.
People are so happy that you told that story.
Right. I remember something very epic about Twitter. Because I spent like a half hour going, whoa! Anyway. We're the LV Locals, so you should follow us because I earned it. iTunes, audio and video.
And have we mentioned Roku?
Not yet.
Check us out on Roku. And also check out the other shows.
Yes. Not the other shows, but other Vegas
Video Network. The other Vegas
Network.
Video Network shows.
Right. Who cares about all that other stuff? Brad Pitt, like he needs you guys. No, but we need you. YouTube. We're on video YouTube.
There you go.
I know. That's about it.
Well, enough of this.
Well, we got a very special and very exciting, segment coming up. Yes. So, without further ado, let's get on to our favorite part of the show, Cocktail of the Week. Ladies and gentlemen, often you hear people use the term for this drink that we're about to make, and it doesn't mean what you think it means, because this is what it means. Ladies and gentlemen, the inconceivable. No, wouldn't that be great if that's what it was called? You keep using this word. I don't think
inconceivable.
It means what you think it was. Anyway, what we're making, ladies and gentlemen, tonight is the daiquiri.
The original daiquiri.
This is what a daiquiri is. It's rum, lime juice, and simple syrup. That's it. No, whatever you... I mean, it's funny, because I would never order a daiquiri.
This ain't your daiquiri bar drink.
Right.
That big blended...
This is an actual classic cocktail called a daiquiri. This is where it all came from. This is where it all started. And the reason it took off is because it's good. But now it turned into this big Slurpee, which is not what it is. So let's make one, shall we?
Well, and actually, we have a little history on the daiquiri.
Why don't you give this a history, because this is only 3 ingredients. So you give the history.
Okay. The daiquiri was developed in the late 1800s in Cuba as a medicinal treatment for malaria.
Man, to have malaria.
Because of that high amount of the lime juice for your,
Oh, it probably worked.
Maybe, I don't know. Does lime juice actually prevent malaria?
No, scurvy.
Scurvy. So I don't know why they thought it would treat malaria. They were wrong. Well, anyway, today it's enjoyed as a light cocktail and can be blended for a frozen daiquiri.
You know what's funny is gin and tonics were also used in South America
for malaria because of the
quinine.
Quinine.
Or quinine, as they say in Europe.
As the Brits say.
That's funny. Everything was to... Anyway, so really super mega easy to make this drink. And it's so... we just try to test her, as we do sometimes. Unbelievable. But let's see if I can do it twice.
Okay. So you're making it for 2.
For 2.
So you're going to do 3 ounces of light rum.
3 ounces. So that's about that much. Okay.
Okay. 1.5 ounces of lime juice.
That's a lot of lime juice. Freshly squeezed, of course.
As we always do.
Because, lime juice is supposed to be yellow. Actually, this stuff isn't bad. It's Key West lime juice. I don't know what that means.
That's pretty good.
Okay.
And 1/2 ounce of simple syrup.
So not much simple syrup. But free pour. Crazy. Okay.
You're getting good at that.
I know.
Okay, then you shake and strain.
You gotta use each side of your head. I learned that on Watch TV.
And smile.
All right. Man, and that is some foamy
So happy.
goodness. Look at this. Oh, wait. There we go. Look at that, like a pro. My lady, I think one of the best classic cocktails in the world is a daiquiri.
You say that about every classic cocktail.
That is literally amazing.
Do you guys make your own simple syrup, or are you buying that?
I just buy it. It's just melted sugar water, or melted sugar and water, but I just buy it because it's really cheap. Isn't that great?
This is really good.
So, drunk term. A term we learned on television.
We did. This week's drunk term is a beer tender. So this is a bartender who doesn't really know how to make a cocktail, but they just know how to pour beers. So it's like not really, it's like just a beer slinger.
We were watching like Restaurant Impossible or something, or Bar Rescue, or one of those shows, and they didn't have bartenders. The guy called them, you just got beer tenders.
Yeah, you have beer tenders here. I was like, oh, that's good.
That's good.
That's pretty good.
We've
kind of snide. But
without further ado, because we have a humongous one coming, let's take a quick station ID and come back with, ladies and gentlemen, the humongous, the awesome, one of the best ever pub crawl adventures.
Traditional media believes that after about 3 minutes, you'll tune out. Most Vegas media companies think if it doesn't jiggle, you won't tune in. At the Vegas Video Network, we think both are wrong. The Vegas Video Network is the first and only live online broadcast network that specializes in insider news and expert views about Vegas. We combine great storytelling with the ability to watch when and where you want on your computer, mobile device, or television. Discover the real Las Vegas. Visit VegasVideoNetwork.com.
And we're back! Wow. Oh, yeah. Wow.
never gets old.
It does not.
And we're back with Pub Crawl Adventures on Vegas Video Network.
Yes. You know what? If you weren't hungry, you're going to be by the time we're done with this, because this was a food adventure, food and drinking. But you know, I was thinking about that. I think I
We always do that.
I know. Well, it's pub crawl. We pub crawl. We eat as much as we drink. In fact, sometimes more. So we'll start our adventure with a little bit of a leftover adventure from the week before.
So an update from last week. So last week was my birthday week, and I ended up losing my ATM card somewhere. I don't know where. I left it somewhere.
Here's what's funny, though. You got to get a little story. You lost it. Your birthday was Wednesday.
Yes, on the 30th.
Right. So obviously, where did we go Wednesday where you lost it? I was playing at Carnival Court, so I thought, well, I wasn't watching you. So maybe.
No, but I didn't even use it because everybody was buying me drinks, so I never even actually took my card out. So I was so like, where did I put it? I didn't know. It was a mystery. So this last weekend we were out, and I got a Facebook message from LJ's Bar, and it's just a bar we went to do karaoke at, and they found me on Facebook, and they said, hey, we found an ATM card. Was that yours? Are you missing one? I wrote back, oh my God, how cool. Like that a bar is looking me up on Facebook.
It was the last place we mentioned last week that we went karaoke. We didn't really have much to say because we'd end up so late there. But apparently you bought some rounds. Now here's what I should have said. You know, do you owe me anything?
No, I did. I didn't.
Oh, okay.
It was good.
Well.
That was good.
Okay. So all right. Well, whatever. I'm just saying they did a really good thing by.
Yeah, I thought that was awesome.
So it was our little thank you to LJ's Bar.
Thanks, guys.
The funny thing was you lost it on Saturday, but then Wednesday was your birthday, and Thursday you realized it was missing.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't use it much, really.
Right. So now this week's pub crawl adventure, we ate and ate and ate and ate and ate and ate and ate. Man, did we eat and drank and ate. Diet starts now. Actually started this week. So next week's pub crawl will be like we drank and drank and drank, and you did yoga, and that's it. First off, we started at the best pizza in the entire world. Well, not best, but best around here. Grimaldi's Pizzeria. Grimaldi's is absolutely... Funny enough, when they first opened, we didn't live here at the time, and this is the same Grimaldi's from Brooklyn, and the same Grimaldi's from... They opened a place in their main headquarters is Arizona, but it's the actual Grimaldi's. So we were coming through here. We's were coming through here, hey, and Grimaldi's Pizza. So we went to it. We're blown away. It's coal oven, which you can't do anywhere else. In fact, you can't even do in New York anymore unless your place is grandfathered in. Because coal's, I guess, bad for whatever. The environment. It's good for pizza, though. And they actually, but here we don't care. You can cook whatever you want.
Great for pizza.
Right. You can cook it whatever out here in the Old West. So it's coal pizza. What does that mean?
So that was delicious. So, but we've talked about Grimaldi's before.
I know. I'm just saying. But what it means is it's really hot, burns the crust, black bubbles of goodness. Great place, great bar. Our old bartender guy that used to be there is no longer there. And I was like, oh, when John stopped working? And she's like,
2 years ago.
2
or 3 years ago.
Oh,
It's been a while,
Yeah, I
I
could have sworn we were there. Anyway, we took a friend there. I don't know if you liked it or not.
I don't know, hard to say. But we went next door, which is more important.
What? Nothing's more
I think so, because it's the first time we've been wanting to go to this place. It's a custard place. Remember the name of it? Nielsen's Frozen Custard.
Right, it's just next door.
And it was amazing.
I don't know.
I've never had it before. It was delicious.
I never had custard either. Apparently, it's ice cream with eggs in it. No, I mean, I know
you liked it.
No, it sounds disgusting, but it tasted like ice cream to me. It was creamy. It was good. But it's been so long since I've had ice cream. I don't know. We live in the world capital of gelato. Well, maybe the world capital is somewhere in Italy. But, I mean, outside of that, it would probably be here. There's a gelato place in every casino. Mm-hmm. And I've only had that maybe twice, and never a full order. I just have a taste. That's really good to me, too, I guess. I don't know. Custard's all the rage. It was packed. People loved it, if you're into sweet stuff.
Well, that was something new that we tried. And then, was it the next day?
Well,
we moved to the next place, Coconuts.
Well, you've heard us mention this place, Lolita's, a lot of times. Now, they closed. We talked about
in Town Square.
Town Square. And they closed. And we talked about how we love the place, but they messed up our order every time. But we used to think it was kind of fun to go in and order something and then wonder what you're going to get.
Yeah, I ordered the chicken taco, but I got a steak taco.
Right.
Or like every time it was something different. It was pretty funny.
We used to talk about it. It was almost to the point of, you got to be kidding. Like, it can't be every single time that they mess the order up. And it was every single time, without fail. It's like, okay, well, two chicken tacos and a shrimp taco. Okay, we get 2 steak tacos and a chicken taco. Like, but we didn't care. It's all good. We never sent it back. We never complained because we liked the place. They had good salsa, whatever.
They had good prices.
Oddly enough, they closed.
Oh, I wonder why.
They start out high. The Town Square's really brutal. That's where Blue Martini is. That's where our Yard House is.
Cadillac
Ranch. You've heard us talk about Miller's Ale House. So, I mean, this is a jumping spot on the Strip south of Mandalay Bay. It's a locals mall, outdoor mall with a million stores, killer place. There are the big H&M. We go there all the time. The Fry's Guitar Center. They have like 10 bars in there probably that are all great. This place has never worked. The place next door to it, which used to be Bar Louie, has never worked.
I think it's doomed.
And the place we talked about for a couple minutes, a couple weeks ago, called English. isn't going to work. I'll tell you right now, it's not going to work. There's certain places that work, certain don't. You got a lot of competition. Anyway, we miss Lolitas. It was a Mexican place close to us. It was great food. No matter what you got, even though it wasn't what you ordered.
So we were excited that Coconuts was going to open.
Brand new place opened up. Coconuts Beach Bar and Mexican Grill. Ladies and gentlemen, opened up in the same spot of Lolitas. I think it's the same owners. And it seemed to be the same food. To me.
Yeah,
it was the exact same place.
It was redecorated. It had a lot of paintings of beach girls in bikinis and like
I got a couple
hiding their boobs with surfboards and
there's a couple issues I have with the place. First off, the food was good. Service was spotty, but you know what? It's the first month, and they were saying we don't really know. You know, we probably weren't ready to open. Look, your first month, I'm not going to judge you too harshly. This is going to sound so weird coming from me. But you know what? Girls in bikinis at a bar are awesome, but at a restaurant, I don't like it. It kind of turned me off. Something about food and junk just kind of, It's like I don't eat at strip clubs. I just can't. There's stuff hanging there, and I'm going to try to eat. I can't do this. It's just, at a bar, wonderful. In fact, Bikini Bar down the street, we love it.
Well, nothing was hanging out.
Well, it was hanging out enough. Like, the problem with Coconuts, we loved it, was their video they're playing.
The problem with it, but we loved it. I don't know. It was okay.
They had a video playing that I really took issue with. And it was basically they hired some guy that probably worked for Girls Gone Wild and shot Coconuts the video. It's like all girls karaokeing and dancing in bikinis and flashing their boobs. And it looked just like...
They weren't actually flashing their boobs, though.
But they were like pulling their T-shirts up, but they had bikinis under. But you know, they're doing that kind of.
It was like the tame, the G-rated Girls Gone Wild.
I bet will not last. I bet they.
Yeah, we're guessing a lot of girls probably won't go in there.
Yeah, but I would not imagine two moms are going to go in there after work and have a drink. Can't imagine.
I don't know. And I've talked to a few other friends who've gone in there too, and they're just. I said, what's your opinion? They're like, I don't know.
Too many boobies.
Yeah, so I don't know. We'll have to try it again later.
We loved it.
Didn't they use Speedy Gonzalez as their...
They do, which I don't know how you get away with that.
That seems pretty weak to me.
Yeah, it's funny because, and there was
and then they have the Dos Equis quote painted on the wall too.
Yeah, painted on the wall is drink, stay thirsty.
Stay thirsty, my friends. Like,
see, I don't think they have Dos Equis on tap. I don't even know if they had it.
Like, can you say that? I don't think you can say that.
Which, I will give you that's kind of an authentic Mexican kind of vibe. Because, there's a Mexican fish place, like, up the street that's got the Little Mermaid as their logo.
That's true.
It's like, why did you think you could just get away with it? Like, apparently they've been there forever. Like, the mouse police haven't found it yet, but it's like pescado, blah, 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 and it's like, it's got Ariel on it. It's like, ooh, that's risky.
But they do have a good happy hour. It's 4 to 8, which will compete with Blue Martini.
That's smart, because the other place always went like 4 to 7. Well, it's the other places around here 4 to 8. Guess what everybody's going to go at 7:01. Right,
that's what we used to do.
Right. So 4 to 8, that's great. Half off apps. Wells are $4. Oh, no, half off Wells.
Half off apps and Wells, and then you got $4. $4.
That's $4 Wells and
$3 Coronas. I can't even read my own notes. $3 and $4 drinks. Pretty good.
Yeah, $3 Coronas, $4 well drinks, half price apps. I liked it. Chips and salsa were good.
Yeah.
If you like looking at skinny, tall girls with big boobs, that's the place for you.
But if you want to do the same thing, go to Blue Martini.
Well, yeah, but we like chips and salsa.
Yeah.
So, chat room.
Oh.
I have a question.
Surely.
We've been talking to some other bars just recently about the pricing of drinks. For you, what is the highest you'll pay for a drink, not happy hour?
Okay, we're not happy. I'll pay $15, and that's only if it's at Mix, which it is, or Eiffel Tower, or somewhere where I'm literally looking down at the greatest site in the world. Like, I've got some place I'm at the Foundation Room, Mix on top of the hotel, Eiffel Tower.
It's what perceived value.
Well, and it's also perceived value, and you know that, okay, I'm paying $8 for this drink and $7 for the view. Okay, that to me, we'll do one. Because that's, you do a couple of those.
And if it's a good mixed drink.
That's a serious drink too. Those are a martini.
How about at a non-view place, just a regular drink?
$8 is about what it should be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if it goes over $8, you're like, oh, come on, man. please, $8. Because that's you're basically $8 is 20 for two. Really, if once it's all said and done.
Yeah, with tip and everything.
Mm-hmm. That's too much. You do 4 drinks, you're like, that was a heavy night. So 8's usually our thing. 3 is beautiful. 4 or 5. I'll go there. We won't even think about it. Just drink as much as you want, have a good time. You'd never even cross your mind like, should we leave? But once it gets over 7, 8. So what's your stage door? They're $1.50.
Yep.
I mean, you might get shot, but they're good.
They have security there. That wouldn't happen, would
No,
it?
no, you wouldn't.
No.
So then, the next morning we woke up, and oh, by golly, what a holly jolly. Normally on Saturday nights, if you don't know, Tommy Rockers Tommy Rockers is hard to get to. It's kind of below the Rio. So,
it's on 4275 Dean Martin.
Right. So if you know Dean Martin, it runs literally parallel to the freeway. It's 10 feet from the 15 freeway.
It's kind of hard to loop around.
In fact, you can't. You kind of have to. You could see it from the freeway. In fact, if you're driving on the 15 north and you see the Rio, it's right below you. It's so easy. It's so easy to see, but hard to get to. We've been wanting to go there forever. We went there one time. Nobody there, so we didn't even bother talking about it. Because you know us, we don't like to go, this place stuck, there was no one there. Well, it could have been
it might have been a really slow day or something.
Well, Saturday nights, every Saturday night, they do, which I wrote down here, the truck stop. The Saturday night truck stop at Tommy Rockers. And that is like 8.
It's all the gourmet food trucks.
Gourmet food trucks show up in their parking lot every Saturday night from 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. This is amazing. But this particular Saturday, they did it in the daytime as well. It was like, was it 1 to 5? Or what day was it? Anyway, it was all day. So we showed up in the daytime for this. And oh my God.
Yeah, they had 10 different food trucks there.
It was so good.
It was pretty fun. They were having a Philly cheesesteak throwdown.
Right. Yellow.
Between 4 trucks.
Yeah. Well, I thought it was 2 trucks.
It was 4.
Oh, okay.
You tried 2 of the 4.
I did try. I tried Yellow Lunchbox and our people, Moondoggies.
Actually, Sliding Through wasn't there. We were surprised.
Yeah, Sliding Through wasn't there. Or
Sloppy Joe's truck is there.
Right.
Sloppy Joe's, yeah.
Right.
They're the people who actually organize that.
Yeah, in fact, it's called the Sloppy Joe.
Right.
Truck stop.
And
but
usually
it's
what they usually do is they'll take 2 high-end chefs from a couple restaurants and have them compete against each other against some sort of food or whatever.
Exactly. The week before we were there, there was a couple chefs from the Win were there cooking off. Well, we were there for the throwdown, again between a bunch of places. But we were there rooting for our local guys, Moondoggies, Naked City Pizza inside Moondoggies, which we love their pizza. They did their cheesesteak, so I had to go support. Packed.
So which one did you like better?
I liked the yellow truck.
Uh-oh.
Well, the reason is I ordered it better because it was one of the rare places that you can go and get a real cheesesteak with Cheese Whiz on it. And no onions, no pep, it was steak, Cheese Whiz on soft bread. It was so good. It was like a real Philly cheesesteak. Unbelievably good.
Yeah, I tried yours. They were both good.
Yeah, the other one was more fulfilling, but I ordered it with everything, so it wasn't a fair comparison. So. But
and I tried the Redneck Kitchen.
That was good. You got a burrito in a bowl.
It was called a naked burrito, and it was damn good.
Right. It was a bowl of burrito.
A bowl of burrito, yeah, burrito fixins, and on the bottom, the beans were so good.
And it had all the grandma's sauce. It's different levels of hot.
Hot sauce, yeah. It was really tasty.
What a great place. And what happens is you're allowed to go into Tommy Rockers. You get this all in the parking lot, and you can go in. You have to because it's like 44 degrees right now. And then Tommy Rockers was a LSU bar. And this was a Saturday, and the LSU game was on, championship game. And, oh, my Lord, it was packed. I mean, it was wall-to-wall. LSU, they were doing like, LSU, blah, 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 whatever. I mean, whatever their stuff was. Packed, fun to staff, well-trained.
Oh, they were really nice.
Amazing.
And if you got something outside of one of the food trucks, you can get $1 PBR.
You need to check in. And you can do that during the Saturday night thing. If you check in, show the guy you're checked in at Foursquare or Facebook or wherever, and they'll give you $1 PBR.
Pretty sweet.
I got to say, Tommy Rockers was great. They have live entertainment. It was really good. But that food truck thing, Saturday nights, if you're even a tourist, I mean, you could, if it wasn't cold, you could walk Tommy Rockers because it's literally behind.
I wouldn't recommend walking. That'd be a long walk. That's a long walk.
It's maybe a quarter of a mile from Bellagio.
No, studio audience doesn't want to walk, do we?
Quarter mile.
Everybody's saying no.
No, I wouldn't do it right now. But it's but in the summer, it's a quarter mile from Bellagio.
Okay.
You could walk it.
You walk, I'll drive. I'll meet you there. He's not entertained.
I don't know what you're saying. I don't know who you are anymore. But I mean, seriously, it's a $2 cab ride. It's right behind Bellagio or Rio. It's across the street from the Rio. And Saturday nights, you got it for the food trucks. It's worth it right there. The only problem is you can't eat all the food. I mean, you want to like try more, but you know, there's only so much space. So then, as if we hadn't eaten enough that day, we went out. We did a couple things. Went to La Centrale, which is one of our favorite bars in the whole world. Paris has got two of our favorite bars. In fact, this isn't on our list. But what we did that day, now that I remember it, we went from Tommy Rocker's to La Centrale, which is the central bar of Paris. I'm not trying to say it all fancy. It's actually called La Centrale, or Les Centrale. And we love it, and it'll come up later on our tip, because they have the martini, 2-for-1 martinis. But we went there. We were going to go, but we were full, to the Chateau Beer Gardens, also in Paris, and get the pitcher and free pizza. But we were full from the other thing. I was trying to prove a point, because we had some friends at Toby Keith's I Love This Bar and Grill, which is too expensive. I said, well, why don't you go with us, where we're going to get 2-for-1 martinis and then a pitcher of beer and free pizza for the price of one of those drinks.
One drink.
One drink, because those are $16 at Toby's. So, but they didn't go. So anyway, so we went to La Centrale. We'll talk about that a little bit later, because that's part of my tip. And then went to Toby Keith's. And then the night went on a spiral upward from there. Then later, because we hadn't eaten enough, we headed what I call as Town Square East.
This is on a different day, by the way. Yes, it is. Okay.
Anyway,
continue.
So now it's on a different day.
No, I can't eat that much in one day. Come on, this is the next day.
I don't think it was.
It was.
Anyway, we went to Green Valley Ranch, which is way out in the middle of nowhere. Like, well, you know, you've all heard of Green Valley Ranch. In fact, remember the old TV show, American Casino, was all Green Valley Ranch. It's not really that far, if in the wide scheme of things. It's, 10 miles from the Strip? Big, nice station casino. There's Red Rock, which is their big, really killer one. This is the one that's almost as good. But in front of it, they have the District, which is kind of like a town square. It's its own little neighborhood. It's a big street with it's like the 3rd Street Promenade in L.A. or Town Square here in Vegas, except completely dead. That's the only difference. There's nobody there. The businesses are all dilapidated and empty, and it's like a ghost town. But other than that,
it's just empty.
Yeah, but other than that, it's just like one of those happening places I mentioned. But we went there because Balboa Pizza Company is there, and we love this place. Well, we thought we loved it, and then we turned out we did love it. The company that owns the PBR bar at Planet Hollywood, PBR Pro Bull Riding, own this place. So we thought, well, we love that bar. They have got great nachos. They've got great everything. Not the hottest place ever. That's a whole different story. But so we thought, well, let's go there. So we went there a couple months ago, got the tostada pizza, which I got to give.
Which was very good.
Yeah, I give that like a 9. That was incredible. So we're looking for good pizza. We'd already done Grimaldi's that week, so let's try something else. We go to Balboa Pizza Company in the District. First, right off the bat, their happy hour is insanely cool. It was during the game. They had, 50-cent wings? Something on here, isn't it? 50-cent wings during NFL games. All kinds of drink deals, $2 beers, whatever. You know, the typical NFL. It was Sunday. Anyway, so I got a little bit of a problem, though. It's called Balboa Pizza Company, home of the wedge pizza. But, I don't want to get anybody in trouble, but the waitress went, oh, don't get the wedge pizza. Now,
yeah, so we didn't.
Again, we've watched a lot of like Restaurant Impossible and stuff, but you do the staff that tells you that, it's bad news. That's the home of the wedge pizza. I go, what's the wedge pizza? She goes, that's not very good. Get the regular pizza. Like, okay. We did get the regular pizza, and the regular pizza was great. All the pizzas come with 3 cheese.
They're all one size.
That's kind of weird. They're like they're square. They come on a wood block, and It's smart because you would almost have to get 2. So now you're talking, instead of $14, $28.
Except we went with a friend.
And
we got one, and then he got one, and
we
ran out of pizza, and we sat there staring at his pizza.
I know, we're so sad. We're like,
you gonna eat all that pizza?
Sure looks good. You're like, oh, and he ate the whole thing too. Like,
well, I ended up getting one piece.
Not even a whole piece, I don't think.
It was a piece of a piece.
Oh, and he's like, oh, anybody want this last piece? I know.
We're so hungry.
We're like, no. Place is good though. The district in Green Valley, we did a couple places there with the Al's Garage, which is there.
But before we move on, you have to explain what the wedge pizza is. Because that's what they're famous for.
It's basically a calzone, or stromboli as we call it. It's a rolled up pizza. But it has something, oh, here it is. You can read it right there. What is it? Our pizza skin.
No, it's basically a calzone. It's just our pizza skin filled with toppings, then folded and baked. Top with your choice of sauce. Spicy tomato sauce, fresh pesto, or garlic cream.
Apparently not very good.
Apparently.
According to the wait staff.
Sorry.
It sounded good. That's why we went in there. We went in there to get that. But anyway, their pizza is really good. Drink specials were crazy good.
Oh, and the happy hour, we do have a note here. It's 4 to 7, and then 12 to 8 a.m.
I like, they're 24 hours.
24 hours, which is cool.
That was also really cool because Green Valley Ranch, if you're staying there, which a lot of people do.
It's got no food.
Got no food. So, or at least no food after midnight.
Late night.
Yeah. This is next. It's right out in front. And other than that, Green Valley kind of weirds me out because we went to Al's Garage. There were 2 people in there.
Yeah. Besides us, and then they left, and we're just sitting in this bar all by ourselves.
Watching the game.
Watching the game. It's like,
yeah,
I'd rather go home and sit on my couch.
I know. It was a little awkward.
Yeah.
Lucille's Barbecue, which apparently is amazing, was packed. Apparently everybody that goes to Green Valley goes to Lucille's Barbecue, which we haven't been into yet, but you couldn't even walk in that place.
I used to hear stories about Al's Garage when they used to have music.
Okay.
But they haven't had music in a couple of years.
One of those?
And the bartender chick, she was like, yeah, I wish we did. I think that probably
they just got bought
more of a crowd.
By somebody or something. But yeah, Al's Garage I wouldn't. But Lucille's Barbecue.
I'll try it again eventually, but
we did go to one time years ago. Went to King's Seafood, which is right there next to it,
which is good.
Great, but it's expensive.
It is seafood.
Yeah. Well, when you go to seafood restaurants. So it was a pizza place, or pizza weekend. So I would say Grimaldi's. I always give Grimaldi's.
Yeah, Grimaldi's is always great.
10.
I'd say a 9. I never rate anything 10.
I know. What is that? See what I have to live with, everybody? Nothing's good enough. Nothing is a 10. To me, everything's a 10. I love it all. Come on.
Come on.
Where's your optimism? It's a 10.
Because eventually you're going to find that 10, and you have to always wait.
Where's your 10 pizza? I know where your 10 pizza is.
I haven't found it yet.
Yes, you have. Oh, Lombardi's is not a 10?
Might be something better.
Lombardi's isn't a 10?
I don't know. It's like a 9.8.
Everybody right now, who I've always said, Dave, I always get emails. You're the luckiest guy in the world. Right now, everybody's writing, now I understand. I see now you're a soldier.
Okay, coconuts.
Coconuts.
Yeah.
I love that. Coconuts. Well, see, I'm glad that Coconuts is back because we'll go there all the time. That location for Mexican food. We'll be there all the time.
As far as an initial rating, what would you say?
I would say a 7.
Really?
Put the boobs away, it'll be a 9.
I'd say a 6.
It's fair.
Tommy Rockers.
Oh, 10. Well, at least that truck thing is a 10.
Okay, I'd say that's a 7.
Oh, jeez. All right. Man.
I do.
How about Balboa Pizza Company?
That one is a 7.5.
Oh, I'll give it a 9. That's a 7.5. The tostada pizza we got the first time, I give a 9. Not for pizza, but it was like a nachos on a pizza. That's what I like.
We do like the Mexican food.
Yeah, we do. We always do that. Now, what about me? What am I rated?
I'm not rating you on the show.
Oh, because if it was a 10, she'd have said it. You know it. If it was a 10, you'd have went 10, easy. Oh, I'm gonna go home. You're like, way home. You're like 6.5. Or wait, you're 6 9/10, almost a 7.
Okay.
All in all, it was a.
Stop it, Scott. Stop.
All in all, it was a belly boosting weekend.
It was.
We did a lot of happy hours, watched a lot of football. Drank a lot of beer.
Lot of beer and a lot of well drinks.
That was the problem. We drank a lot of beer because everywhere we went seemed to have beer specials. So we were like beer. It's that time of year.
We're still recouping. Well, it's all these football deals, and they're all beer.
Name of the show this week. It's that time of year for beer.
Yeah.
It is. It's a beer time of year. So that was our adventure. Now, it's enough from us. Let's hear from you on Hey Bartender. Geez, look at the time.
What was that for?
We got a couple emails. One was an email to me personally.
I think you should read it then.
I can't read.
You can pretend to read.
Because, all right.
Just make it up. They'll never realize.
All right. Natalia from Los Central Bar wrote, yes! 14 years coming to my favorite Mexican place. Just now trying.
Which was?
I put that in later. I'll tell you in a minute. And just now having their secret salsa. Thanks to you, yum, ha ha ha. Gotta love that. We were at La Central talking to her about the show. She's like, oh my God, I love your show, blah, blah, blah. And we're talking about, what your favorite place is, what do you like to do. We were sharing tips because she works for La Central, which is Paris, which has Let Us Entertain You. Mm-hmm. And they also have El Segundo. We said, we love El Segundo. Oh, you gotta try their secret salsa. She went, what? What's secret salsa? What? Every Mexican restaurant we go to, except for Coconuts.
Yeah, they didn't have one.
I bet they do. If we should have mentioned that. I bet they do, but the bartender probably didn't know about it. They're brand new. But those kitchen fellas in the back have a secret salsa. They do. Anyway, our rule is, and we said it before, every Mexican place has got the salsa they serve to the gringos, and then they got the good stuff. And it all could be good, but the stuff they're making in the back that they're eating is insanely good. Always ask for that. They'll get it to you, and it's always the best.
Usually more spicy.
Oh, it'll sometimes take your head clean off. But it's always really good. El Segundo probably has some of the best. Agave has secret salsa that's insane. Pink Taco at Hard Rock. Their Diablo sauce, which is not on the menu nowhere, but you just ask.
They'll charge you for it, though.
They will charge you for it, which is kind of a...
I'll pay.
It's only like $1.25.
It's not much.
It's actually, that was some of the hotter we've had. It was the slowest burn I've ever had. Like, this is nothing. And it wasn't like 10 minutes later. It was like, a minute later. It was like 10 minutes later.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I'm starting to warm up.
Yeah, it was like if you remember back in you keep drinking and you keep drinking, like, this is nothing, and then it's too late now, you've had too much. Well, that was that salsa. So anyway, she had never known. Now she goes to Chapala's.
Stop it.
Chapala's Mexican restaurant. There's two of them. There's one on Decatur on the east side, and there's one on the west side, and there's one on the east side on 331 East Tropicana. We've never been there. But if she says it's her favorite place, she's been going there for 14 years.
I think we're going to try it.
We're trying that. Maybe not now.
Yeah, right after the show.
And we're going to ask for it. But I just like that we were able to open up that ask for the secret.
The salsa door.
The salsa door.
Which cannot be closed.
Once you've opened that door. So anyway, thank you again to Natalia for writing that in. She just wrote that to me. She's like, oh my God, it was so good. And then...
Sweet. And then we got another one from Michael Monin.
Hey, isn't he the guy that owns... Oh, that's Richard Monin. Okay.
No, I don't think he's writing us yet.
All right.
Let's see. This hello, my wife and I watch you on Roku.
Yes!
Yeah, and cannot wait to be Las Vegans. Is there a great place...
Vegan. Oh, no, it's vegan.
Vegas, like Vegas?
Okay.
Not a vegan.
Okay, they're not vegan. Oh, dare you say.
Stop it. Is there a great place to have breakfast after the crawl? Is there really a topless pancake house as referred to in the series Las Vegas?
No.
There's not.
No. In fact, I just mentioned I don't like exposed boobs and food. It's not a thing for me. If there was a topless pancake house, I wouldn't go. But you know what there is?
I would. Would you guys?
Scott would. You know what there is in this town is breakfast places. Cracked Egg, Egg and I, Egg Works. I think they're all owned by the same people. The one we go to is Egg Works. Mm-hmm. It's a family business. You will not. You know what's like Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives? All those kind of shows. It's like one of those kind of places you walk in and literally the people, all their kids work there. They've owned it for 20 years. And you go, how good can an omelet be? Or how good?
Damn good.
It's unbelievably good.
And the place is packed, completely packed.
I know, but you always get a seat. We always sit kind of over by the bar, even though we're not drinking. But it's a counter. I guess it's a counter, not a bar. But the
countertop.
Yeah, and it's incredible. And I've heard the same thing about the cracked egg. It's just as good, and egg and I. And we have those kind of places. What we usually end up doing is finding one of these bars and grills, like we mentioned, like PT's or one of those kind of. They're 24 hours.
We don't really get breakfast. We'll end up getting like wings or pizza or
I know.
something in the
Even
morning.
we just learned Balboa Pizza Company, 24 hours. They have a happy hour. What did we say? 12 to 8 a.m. So that's where you end up going at 6 in the morning. Is you end up going to those kind of places. McMullen's Irish Pub has a late night happy hour. I mean, I can't count how many times we've had nachos at 4 in the morning or some ridiculous thing where we shouldn't be eating. Bootlegger also is a late night spot. Everything's open
pizza.
here.
Yum, yum, yum.
And we got a thing about getting pizza at 3 in the morning. That's just, or 4, 5, 6 in the morning. That's something that's what we usually end up doing.
That's our breakfast.
Right, it's pizza.
And our lunch and our dinner.
I know. But we have those egg places that are killer. They're a little off the strip, but if you got a car, that's what you should do.
Yeah.
Try Eggworks or, and Egg and I.
But sorry, no topless pancake house.
No topless pancake house. But,
not yet.
I would avoid. It's funny. I had some friends in town last week, and they're like, it was getting late, rehearsal. They're like, oh, we're going to Denny's, and I let them go because I didn't want to be that guy that goes, do not go to Denny's in this town. Are you kidding me? With your options at 1 in the morning in this city. No offense to Denny's. In fact, they want to sponsor our show. This episode of Pub Crawl brought to you by Denny's, where America eats. But why would you go?
We're on the phone now.
Right.
What do you mean blow us?
Right. But there's so many food options here. It's like to go to Denny's is absolutely crazy. Or there's a Marie Callender's and Coco's. It's like, wow, there's so many places. But you go to Rum Runner and get a burger at 4 in the morning, But yeah, the egg places. That's one of the things we have that not a lot of places have.
Well,
or maybe they do, but they didn't have them in California. Egg places. And they close at 3 in the afternoon.
Yes.
I know that. So, there you go. So, doesn't happen in Las Vegas, especially at those breakfast places. But it does happen here. It is last call. Here's where you find out how not to get knocked out, knocked up, thrown out, throw up, or thrown in jail in Las Vegas. I have got the tip of tips. It's probably on the down low, so don't tell nobody. Or don't tell anybody.
Don't tell nobody.
Okay. We just mentioned we went to La Central bar at Paris. Now, as we mentioned before, it's one of our favorite places, and we walked in there last week and said, hey, we would like 2 martinis. Our favorite girl was working there, so we said, blah, 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 we want 2 martinis. But on the way in, we did notice there's signage everywhere for their happy hour, which is normally they open at 12 or whatever. It's 12 to 7 p.m., noon to 7, 2 for 1 martinis. And that's why we go there. It's great. In fact, the only reason we sometimes don't go there is sometimes you don't need a martini in the afternoon because that's too much, too fast. But we saw signs that said, what's it say? Monday through Thursday. What? So we went up and said we'd like 2 martinis, but we noticed the tip is management said, if people know the deal, give them the deal.
Yep.
Imagine told them that day.
Walking like you in the place.
Walking like you in the place and say, oh, I thought you guys had the deal. No, they go, we do. It's just, for people who don't know,
it's
Monday
on
through
the
Thursday.
deal.
Yeah. But if you do know, you just say, I want the 2 for 1 martini. Or do you don't have to go, I want, but we like we did. Hey, I thought you guys had the 2 for 1. They go, oh, we do. But you have to ask for it. So, La Central Bar in Paris, which is awesome. Best hooker hunting this side of Pahrump. I'll explain. I think we explained it before. We used to go to watch the Johns and the Does kind of work, and it was like we'd sit there.
Place bets now.
Yes, place bets now. And we
Would
would
he go
literally.
with her? I don't know. Usually it was pretty sad because they'd be talking, the guy gets all happy, and then the girl goes,
And he
he tells her the price, and he goes, whoop, and he walks away.
Does he really do the old pull
yeah,
his
the old
pockets
whoop,
up?
no money.
Then he grabs his hobo sack and walks off.
Yeah.
But no, we used to go there late night. La Central Bar is incredible because you'd go and you'd watch the girls and the guys work. The Central Bar, all the Central Bars are the place to do that, especially late night weekends. The one at Venetian was killer.
I think this is a better tip.
Yeah, actually it is. Yeah, go and just do the people watching there because you always watch the face. Yeah, because it's like the businessman that's sitting there and this really attractive girl.
Or the middle-aged guy who's just kind of out and he really thinks this girl's hitting on him.
That's the problem.
That's the best. So that's the best to me.
I love the moment when his heart breaks. It's just like, because it's like, I can't believe this hot young girl's talking to me. And she's like, rubbing my leg. And he's like, he's feeling like $1 million. And she's like, so you want blah, blah, blah. And we're over there like just watching, doing
like,
like, this is the greatest sport in the world. And then there's this moment where he's like, like, oh, it's like, I thought she liked me for me.
No.
Then he like stumbles out. Oh, then he pulls his pockets out and walks out. Grabs his hobo sack. That was a great bar for that. Still probably is. I don't know. But La Central Bar at 2 for 1 martinis, noon to 7 every day, whether they say so or not. You could take us to the bank on that one. So, thank you, live studio audience. Also, thank you, live studio audience, for bringing a little thing we call mezcal to the party.
Yes, thank you. A little bit of this wicked.
Oh, you still got some. And a little bit of Contro, because I'm going through the Contro like it was Contro. Because everything I seem to be making at home has triple sec in it, but I want the good stuff, and it's always that, and it goes like that. So, in fact, last year, when I first discovered Contro, I mistakenly took that to a Christmas party and made Cosmos, which I made on the show that week. That was gone in 12 seconds.
Oh, yeah, at a party?
Yeah.
It's gone.
So I'm keeping that close to home. Anyway, thank you, live chat room.
Yay!
Remember, you can email us, pubcrawlvegasvideonetwork.com. That's pubcrawl@vegasvideonetwork.com. We're on the Twitter as the LV Locals. Now that I found my email address and password, I'll write you right back.
There you go.
We're Roku. The Roku's all the rage, man. Got to get with it. But we got our Roku.
Got to be like Michael Monin.
Right, on the Roku.
Hot sauce on the Roku. Hey, Michael.
What else we got? iTunes, audio, video. You can leave us a review. YouTube. Watch us. Watch the shows on Vegas Video Network. And remember, we good?
Mm-hmm. We're good.
Pub Crawl urges you to drink responsibly, just like they say on the beer ads. But... And also, Pub Crawl is a product of the NFL. Any duplication or rebroadcast of this is purely forbidden and without the written consent of the NFL. What's my last thing? Oh! We may leave stuff out, which we barely did today. But we don't make stuff up until next week. Cheers.